only been 257 times.
Did you fill up the podcast machine with gas?
I did. I went over and cranked it.
Yeah. And filled up the podcast.
Podcast fluid.
But I put podcast fluid in the machine, that's for sure. Okay, looks like we are streaming. Hey, everybody. Logged in. Give everybody a minute. While I finish my...
Jose, do you need a cot?
It would be greatly appreciated. Yes.
I have 3.
Okay.
And did you say cots with a T?
Yeah. Hard C.
Yes.
Hard C.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Making sure.
Jose,
up here too. Like,
hey, do you need a cot?
If I have if there's 3 available here.
Well, I'm bringing both. So.
Okay. Well,
How big is your
The
cot?
and the cock.
How big is your cot?
It's a standard size cot, but
Average? It's an average cot?
average.
6 inches.
Are you staying in the swag tent?
yeah, that's the.
What
Taj
I need to
Mahal.
know is how many splitters do I need for my diesel heater?
All of them.
We'll get to that.
Where are you guys heading that you're gonna need a heater?
Johnson Valley for King of the Hammers.
Oh, nice. There you go. Way
Yeah.
cool. Way
Have
cool.
you ever been there?
Exactly, Betty White.
Yes, I have.
No, awesome.
But yes, during the event, and then we've done it a couple of times without the event. So,
okay,
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, the area. It's nice.
What's up, Rob and Betty and Tim? Horse Trainer 10.
That's how we know what the new
I
handle?
don't know who Horse Trainer 10 is. What
Sorry,
do
we only know horse trainer 1 through 9.
What are you training the horses to do? I'm super interested now.
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
Is that a show in Tijuana? And Betty White's asking for pictures of your cot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mark. We're juvenile.
That's okay.
We're literally 12-year-old junior high school kids.
Hi, I'm Ted.
This is a great introduction to you guys. Man.
Oh man.
I guess we should preface hey, listen to one episode.
Yeah.
And if you still
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
You know what's funny is I'm not gonna name the name, but there was a prominent female personality on Instagram that I had reached out to and
Pamela Anderson.
no. And in the overland community, back and forth a couple times about getting her on the show, and I think she listened to something and changed her mind. She was like, "Nope, I'm not going on there at all." These guys are a train wreck.
You have to tell me who that was later.
Okay, maybe later.
I'm surprised you haven't told us now. I'm surprised this is not known knowledge between us.
We may have talked about it. All right, everybody, you ready? Mark, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so we are going to count down here. Let's go. Okay, start time. All right, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it is just after 6:30 on Tuesday night. We are live on YouTube as we are on YouTube on Tuesday nights. Sometimes we are joined tonight by Marc Kozlauskas from Yolo Wheelin. Did I say that correctly?
You said it correctly.
Okay,
yes.
so that's one of the harder ones. Usually I mess them up. How you doing tonight, Mark?
I'm doing great. And you can say Kaz if you want.
Mark
sure,
Kaz.
Yeah,
Mark,
there you go.
I feel like
that's
there's
a cool name.
yeah. I feel like that's like a ball player's name or something.
Yeah, I get it. I get it a lot because people don't want to finish the last name, or I've got nicknames like God bless you, or
we're joined by Mark Gesundheit.
or like Mark London. Yeah, I mean like. I've got it all.
That's funny. And real quick, I need to address something. Screw you, Nicole. We were just talking about how there was a personality on Instagram that I invited to come on the show, and we think she listened to an episode and decided not to. And Nicole said she didn't blame her. So screw you. Marc is joining us from YoloWheelin.com. You can find them YoloWheelin.com, YOLO_Wheelin on Instagram, YOLO Wheeling on Twitter, and apparently YOLO Wheeling on Facebook, but I can't seem to get it to open. Everybody else
works.
can. It works for everybody but me on my special computer. So where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Anaheim, actually.
Anaheim, California.
East Anaheim. Yep.
So we were just talking about that. You're probably 25 minutes away from us. We probably could have done this in person, but that would take too much effort. From where you're at in Anaheim.
Coming out to Ontario.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The Corona crunch.
Yeah, I was just going to say, from where you're at, it would take 2.5 hours. Correct.
That's a 2-hour trek.
Right.
For us.
You're like where everybody that lives in the Inland Empire that goes into Orange County for work, and all of you that are non-Southern California people that have listened to this, we've talked about this 1,000 times, that like you're in that funnel that everybody has to come through to get to it. So I do not envy that. So let's start with YoloWheelin.com. What is YOLO Wheelin?
Yolo Wheelin. So we are just a small off-road group. We've been around since around 2017, I want to say, when we started going on trips. And we do them quite often. It's 4 guys mainly. It's Jake, Dan, and Dutch and I. And
Dutch as in from Predator?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Oh my goodness, you have a predator hunter? I thought he died in like 1992.
You know Dutch?
Dude, hold on. That's the next shirt. The next shirt is I wheel with Dutch. Like, that's going to be...
It's so funny. We've had so many people like, how did you get the name Dutch? And it really is just a simple thing. It's not.
He's Dutch.
I wish growing up somebody would have started calling me Dutch.
Yeah, dude, that would have been the ultimate.
Dick. We called you Dick all the time.
All my friends dropped the ball for sure.
So you guys...
But yeah, and I think it was late last year, maybe around right before fall. We decided to start sharing our experiences at that point. I mean, we had so much content, done so much things that it's kind of like your mission too on your site, where we're just trying to share our experiences and just kind of get people out there. There's so much to see, and we live in an amazing place, not here in SoCal or just the United States in general. And just to be able to share those experiences. So that's what we've been somewhat diligently working on the past few months, trying to get that content out there. It's a lot of work, a lot of backlog of stuff that we have, but yeah, that's what we're trying to do now. And we're all old, so
yeah. So let's start with rigs. What are you driving, and how long have you been driving it?
So I have a LC200. And I've had
that's right. You live in Orange County.
Land Cruiser.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Living in Orange County. Rich guy with a Land Cruiser.
Yeah, I drive a Land Cruiser. I'm not rich.
Yeah, but your Land Cruiser's old. It's a piece of shit.
I just drive a 10-year-old $35,000 car.
It's a 2012.
Okay.
That's what I'm driving. Yeah. So it's got some miles on it. Probably half of them are off road. I think I'm approaching 200,000 miles now.
Wow.
Hey, real quick though,
Dude, that thing's a baby.
A 2012 is very similar to a 2021. It's the same truck.
Well, do you subscribe to Jose's school of thought on the Land Cruiser maintenance program? You essentially you buy all of the parts and you replace one a day. Eventually,
one a week.
It's one a week. I'm sorry, one a week.
Yeah. How many alternators have you put in it since you bought it?
And how many do you take with you on any given trip?
In its 27-year lifespan, it's probably changed. It's been changed one time.
One too many, sir. Time to trade it in. So, and it looks like on the some of the pictures and stuff, you got a Land Cruiser and a couple Jeeps. What else?
Yeah, so we have Dutch drives a TJ, Dan drives a JL, and Jake drives a JK.
Wow. So you hang out, you slum it with those Jeep guys? Like
I do it all the time, bro.
Yeah, but you're slumming it with Ford and Nissan guys. That's even worse. That's worse than Jeep guys. We can't even afford Jeeps.
Yeah. So I'm keeping up. Keeping up. Yes, I can.
How long have the four of you guys known each other?
Well, Dan's my brother-in-law, so we've known each other for a
Oh
very long
man,
time.
isn't that suck? You got to hang out with your brother-in-law all the time.
I know, really?
Some bullshit. Fortunately, my brother-in-law's not here tonight, so hopefully he's watching live.
Yeah. Jake used to be my neighbor.
Okay.
So I've known him probably around 20 years now. And then Dutch I met through Jake.
Okay.
So yeah, they're both Boy Scout leaders. So they're
very cool.
That's how they're So they invest a lot of time and volunteer a lot of time in that space.
That is very
even though
cool.
their kids are kind of out of it. So it's really cool.
That is very cool. And are they all Southern California local?
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
That's awesome.
They are. Yep.
When did you start wheeling? Like, what's your background with off-roading?
I think my background is more with just like camping and hiking, like all my life, even when I was a kid with my parents and all that. So once we got to a point where I need to try off-roading. Like I want to go to more places that can get me there faster. And then I just got the itch, like, you know what I mean? It just kind of just kept going from there. And that's kind of how it evolved, I think, is the amazing places that we get to and get to see. It's that destination where no one's around and you're alone, with some really good friends, and you're just hanging out and enjoying the sights. So it's something special, I think. And I think a lot of you guys probably agree with that too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And just for clarification, I never started with hiking. That was too much work. F that.
None of us.
I think my brother-in-law would agree with that.
Yeah, too much work. I'm not doing it. The off-roading and the group event. So when you guys go wheeling, is it mostly just the four of you, or are you starting to expand that group a little bit?
We haven't attempted to expand the group yet. It's mostly just us four. When we can also get our schedule, like your guys are talking about your schedules.
Yeah.
Getting our schedules together is also, difficult with our normal jobs and those kinds of things. And sometimes it's just two of us, sometimes it's three, sometimes it's all four, you know what I mean? So, but that's mainly what, who we are and what we do. And but we haven't gone that far. We just got to the point where we're just about to share, we're just sharing those experiences now. It would be cool to meet more because we meet so many people out there. Other groups. We've gone with some other groups, and it is a great experience when we get to do that. Be with other people.
Yeah, we. Going back to 2014 when I started this, that was part of it. Was like I wanted to share the experience and find a way to build a community. Like if I get a handful of friends that want to go wheeling, we can share it on the website and what have you. And what it's turned into is a much larger community than I ever could have imagined, of people that do stuff without us, even if we're not there, that are connecting with
like
people.
Subsets
there's
now.
Subsets of people that are going wheeling without us and doing. And it's going to sound cheesy, but it like brings me so much joy to know that we have this group of people from all different walks of life that all just love hanging out together and go, hey, look, we're all going to go wheeling. Let's go. And everybody takes care of each other. And I think it's very representative of the community as a whole, the off-road and overland community as a whole. Everything from newbies to people that have been doing it forever in, big vehicles. And it's
and the age range is so vast, right? Like it's from kids to adults. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like it's such a great thing. This community is a great community. I agree.
Yeah. And we have we have people in the chat room that will quickly remind me that when I graduated high school, they were born, and she's not catching up on that one. But our group is very. We have people that are retired.
There's a delay, Cody.
Yeah, I know.
There's a delay.
People that are retired, to people that are just now getting into it, and this, and it's. I love that. I love that mixture of people.
Yeah.
So what made you start wheeling? What made you take the wheeling and actually create a brand around it with YOLO?
It's actually an idea of my brother-in-law's. Like, we always find that when we are with other groups, they have like a little tag on the radio or something. So we just kind of started being called the YOLO guys, and so we made a brand around that and built a little logo around it. This is a while back when we did that. way before last year. But yeah, that's how we kind of like just kind of put it together. We went on a trip with a group from Kentucky called the Honey Badgers, and they were out here, and it was a week-long trip up through Panamint Valley and Death Valley.
Oh, nice.
Into the mountains there and all that. Yeah, it was a very long trip, but meeting that group, that's where we started like, oh yeah, Honey Badger guys, and they had a couple of groups that were with them, and we were Yolo, so that's kind of how it evolved, I think. You know what I mean, with that kind of group naming, just a radio call sign kind of thing. So that's how it's kind of came about, I would say.
Who's the creative one that put together the logo and the website and everything?
That would be me. Yeah. My trade is I've been a creative director for a long time.
Okay.
And doing a lot of things. Was in broadcast for a very long time, and went to higher ed after that, and now I'm doing a lot of interior spaces. So I've been in that space, in that creative space for a long time.
Yeah, you should hang out with my wife because every 5 minutes the interior space of my house seems to change. I've made the comment to my father that Presley, my daughter, and my dogs are the only things in the house that are permanent. Everything, including me, is temporary. Like it's a week by week survey whether or not she's going to keep us.
Yeah, it's on a rotation.
Yes, for sure. So speaking of which, you guys. Tell me about your like as a group. You mentioned that a couple of the guys were scout leaders. Like, do you guys wheel with your families and kids? And what's that?
You know what? We really try to get our families out there. My son loves to go. He's in college now, so he doesn't get to go with us as often as we do. My wife and daughter don't. They're glampers. So, and I think for most of the guys, I know Jake, his son Michael goes, and Jake Jr. also, he just finished college, but he's up north now, so he doesn't get to go with us as often anymore. And then Dan's just Dan. His wife and daughter and son don't really like the roughing it kind of thing. So, but when we have a chance to glamp it, we do it. We get the trailers out there or whatever, and kind of do it that way.
Yeah.
So does your son have his own rig? Has it rubbed off on him enough that he brought his own rig?
Yes. So he has a Jeep XJ.
Yes.
Yep.
Does he not see all the memes
shitbox
about
for the win? Yes. Hey, I've owned I think 4 XJs in my life, and I saw one driving down the road the other day. I was like, God damn it!
You see them in alleyways all the time, dude.
We found this truck. It was like a gem. Like it was a government issue XJ, and it was sitting in Cal State Berkeley, just driving around on the campus forever.
That is awesome.
So it was such good condition, and it's all stock right now. But I love driving that truck. It's such a fun truck to drive.
It is. I mean, the for me, the thing that I love, the power to weight ratio at the time was way better than any of the tub body Jeeps, and the wheelbase was longer than the TJs and the CJs, and it had the combination of the coil spring front, leaf spring rear, which just made it super nimble and fun to drive. I absolutely love the XJ.
You can't not love an XJ.
No.
It's just, unfortunately, most of the ones you come across, people haven't taken care of.
Yeah, they've all been bastardized at this point. They're abominations, for sure.
They're cool, but it's just people rave about how cheap they used to be able to find them. But
you're not
you
anymore.
I know.
Gosh,
they're way expensive. But then you spend $25K unshipboxing a shitbox. Like you change everything about the XJ besides just the unibody.
But there was a
period. You're one in good condition with like a good motor, trans, all that stuff, and you can put owners not that much into it and go do some cool stuff.
Yeah, to me that's the thing about the XJs. You could put almost nothing into it as long as it's mechanically sound. You could put nothing into it and wheel the shit out of it and have a hell of a good time. Because we used to wheel.
Exactly right.
Yeah. We little puck lifts and 31-inch tires, man. We went everywhere in those things. Yeah,
I agree with that. Like, Jake, one of the guys, he's very much into just being stock. Like, the engineers put a lot of time and effort into building what they can build, for the masses. And he's right. Like, stock vehicles are so capable. They're so capable.
Way more
tell him
capable.
to do an oil change on a 2019 Ram, and then tell me about engineers.
Or a 2019 Ford Ranger. I don't know if you know this, but the oil filter on a Ford Ranger is behind the driver's side wheel. You have to crank the wheel all the way to the right.
No way.
Crank the wheel all the way to the right. Take the mud cover off of the side to get to the oil filter on my truck.
On the
I have to say that's
Ram, the sway bar acts as an oil deflector, as well as a sway bar. It also acts as an oil deflector.
How cool is that?
It spreads oil. That way, you don't get a single stream when you're changing oil. It spreads out. And it drains better.
Here's a super clean 2001 Cherokee in XJ in Temecula for $5,000.
And you're spending
it's only got 300,000 miles on it. Oh shit!
Your buddy's giving too much credit to the engineers.
Yeah.
We got lucky. We got lucky on the XJ. We got that one with 45,000 miles on it.
Oh man!
I know.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. We really got lucky on that one.
I absolutely. He's gonna love that vehicle. I absolutely love that thing.
Yep.
That's awesome. So the going back to YOLO Overland.
Yeah.
I see that you've got a show coming up. Well, I want to talk about that, but let's talk about first. Let's talk about your wheeling adventures. Like you on your link tree, you guys, if you go to YoloWheelin.com, there's Lucerne Valley, and there's a couple other things like I just opened up your link tree and it went right to play. So tell me about where you guys go wheeling.
Mic become super weird right there.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I lost you there for a second.
Because I opened up your YouTube video of Lucerne Valley.
Got it.
I'm watching that. Tell me about where you guys go wheeling and like what a typical trip is like for you guys.
I would say typical trips that we like to do are normally probably weekends because that's the best time we can get away. So if we can do 4 days, 2 days, 3 days, that's we wish we could do it a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
But just getting us all together is tough. So I want to say that's the length of the trips. We spend a lot of time. Because of those lengths, like we can't go as far maybe sometimes as we want to. We really love Utah. We really love the deserts here. Just some amazing scenery. Into Arizona, as far as Texas.
Oh wow! You guys have done some cool trips.
Pacific Northwest. So there's a lot out there. Yeah, there really is. Yep. Hoping to keep expanding that.
One of our favorite trips has been Parker, Arizona. You remember, Jose, how awesome that trip was?
Amazing. I have a shirt that says that I was there.
You have a shirt that says you were there. But Parker, Arizona is a really good place to wheel. We had a lot of fun there. But we do a lot of local stuff. Johnson Valley, Big Bear. Casey's up in Big Bear, so we go up there quite a bit. So let's talk about
Let me share one trip though, because I think on the Overland community, maybe people overlook this. Last year we went to Big Bend National Park.
Oh, really?
That destination for off-roading is pretty cool. I mean, I didn't realize there are so many off-road trails out there in the national park. So that is one place to definitely check out. That was recent, and we didn't expect that when we went. We just expect to hike and camp, but we ended up off-roading everywhere. Yeah, it was cool.
And I see that you guys have done Mojave Road.
Yep.
How did
a
you?
Couple times.
What's your Mojave experience? Because we've done it a dozen times at this point.
Our Mojave experience has always been great. I think a few of the guys have done it more than I have. I think I've only done it twice.
What time of year did you go?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Oh my gosh, not when Soda Lake is muddy, that's for sure.
Oh no,
you didn't want to get in that mess.
Yeah.
But I think we've mostly gone in the fall, if I have to say.
Oh, they're smart.
So, we made it an annual trip for Memorial Day weekend, And over the last couple years, the temperature has slightly increased a little bit to where it was essentially traveling on the surface of the sun the last time we went. So, so these guys boycotted it.
Crematoria.
Yeah, these guys boycotted it last year. But it's an amazing trip. It's very cool. Yeah, you guys have. I'm looking at your map. If you go to the trips tab on the website, you guys have a really cool interactive map that shows different locations that you've been and galleries, and you guys aren't afraid to get out and travel.
No, we love it. We got to finish that trip page, by the way, too. There's a lot of GPX files we got to add to that we can share. It's just kind of coordinating, getting that put together. It is a chore a little bit, but yeah. As much as we can share and put out there, it's really cool.
Yeah. I mean, when you start something like, at least my perspective, when you start something like this with a web page and social media and stuff, everybody underestimates how much time and a commitment it takes to upload everything and to update and
you're right. And so I own my own little agency, right? My own creative agency at this point, in my life, and having the support and the people under me to help me do that stuff, you can't do it with one person.
Mm-hmm.
It really does take a team to do it. And, from the editing to the social posts to the writing, the site building, it's work.
Full-time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Work.
It could easily be a full-time job just if someone would pay my bills. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
I need a sugar daddy. So
that's what we need.
I'm willing to do just about anything if you guys know of a sugar daddy.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm still kind of a little bit hot, so I'll start looking around.
You're not really hot. You're just funny. Like you've got a good personality. It's an average personality, dude. Easily average personality. So let's talk about your event that you've got coming up called the Yolo Wheelin Overland Show. Tell me about it.
So I guess the segue could have been earlier, but I think what's driving us to do that, there's so many. We talked about the community, in Southern California, and it feels like we have to always travel to go have a big show in that community, right? So in the past, I've done a lot of nonprofit work, especially with like golf events, connected with Drive You Out Cancer, if I can plug them. And, they've always been really successful, in helping out, those cancer properties, whether it's, lung or pediatric or whatever. So we felt that this was a really good opportunity. There's, Featherly Park. I don't know if you guys know where that is. There's a Canyon RV Park is right there in there as well. It's off Gypsum Canyon, and
it's a huge.
I know which one it is. Yeah,
that space is amazing.
Yeah,
it's
great,
and it can fit so many people. And we're like, gosh, this is like the perfect space to really get the community together. You know what I mean? In Southern California,
they do a bunch of car shows and stuff there. Yeah. I've been there a couple times my father-in-law's car shows.
Van life people are gonna love that place.
The Boy Scouts go there all the time, and it's a wonderful place. It's pretty, it's nice, and we just felt like, wow, this could really be the place to get everyone together because the space is there for it. From exhibitors to campers to people that just want to come for the day, and then with our goal of helping out CHOC and their pediatric cancer center, that's kind of where we're at. We're trying to do some good there if we can, and at the same time meet people like you. And by doing this show, I've met so many people, which is really great, right? Like it's been awesome. Meeting more people in the community for me has been quite a special experience as well.
Yep. And going back to our earlier conversation about surgeries when I was a kid, one of them was at CHOC, by the way. CHOC Orange Children's Hospital, Orange County.
There you go.
They at least put part of me back together. But how did you get involved with that though? Like where's explain to me the connection to, I think it's amazing that you do it, but how did you come to the point where you're like, we're going to do an event that is focused on giving back to the community, specifically some of these charities?
Right. I think it's just because of my history of doing it for so many years, with some other people, especially around golf. I'm not even a golfer, but the friends that I have are in that golf space, especially like in long drive and things. Worked with a guy named Jeff Farley, he's such a giver, and pretty much gives his life to charities like these. And being connected with him, and also being able to help, creatively where I can, in my skill set, is how I kind of got into it. So now I just want to maybe shift it from golf a little bit and do it with this community, which I think is the right community for this kind of thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of caring people in this community, you know what I mean? And it just felt right. Like, gosh, it could really work,
Yeah, the off-road overland community is not afraid to come together for food drives, for toy drives, any kind of give back type event. I'm always impressed with what the people in this community are capable of achieving when everybody gets together. So you're absolutely, especially in Southern California. I mean, I can't necessarily speak for other locations, but we've firsthand witnessed that community of giving in the Southern California area.
Yes, very much so. I agree. I really agree.
So very cool. When did you guys start planning this? And the event itself is taking place March 18th and 19th at Featherly Park in Anaheim. And you can go to trek.yolowheelin.com/show to find out the details. Or there's a link on the, if you go to the Instagram page and you go to the link tree, there's a link to the Overland show there.
Yeah, and the Facebook page also has the event in it as well. Yeah,
I wouldn't know. I can't get it to
which you can't get to.
Still, I just tried to click it again, and I think Facebook has locked me out. It knows that I don't belong
there. Yeah. So, we also we're going to start really doing a digital ad push next week. Actually, we've been kind of sprinkling it around, kind of testing the waters with it. And, that really is going to start pushing through next week for the next month and a half up until the show.
Okay.
And then we're also going to be announcing the exhibitors that are partnering up with us, over the next few weeks, and kind of giving them credit because, they're coming to the show and they're investing time to make this a really good thing for the community. And I think, for a first inaugural or annual event, it's hard putting stuff like this together to get people to make it feel like it's credible. So I thank you guys so much for, interviewing me on this as well, because I think this helps get the word out there.
No, not
Can you release at this time what some of the vendors are?
So we have, I'll say a few, but not all.
Okay.
But
with any you can,
Yeah. Antidote Outdoors, Rebel Off-Road, Fuller Truck, Gear Co-op. So, and then we're in talks still with some bigger names. They're a little bit more reserved, I think, because they're bigger entities, bigger corporations. So, but we're really kind of been focusing on the local community businesses because that's where it's at, right? So that's what we've been focusing on.
And there's so many of them here in Southern California. We are ground zero for some of that stuff. As much as we joke around about overlanding on the 405 freeway, that doesn't happen without the support of companies and shops and all of that here locally that participate in that.
And I can't believe how many I've found just by doing this exploration. Like, I didn't know about owl vans. I didn't know about, goose gear. Like, there's some things that I just like. I happen to be driving around or visiting one that we've identified, and there's like 3 of them right there next to them. You know what I mean? Like in these, so it's really cool to meet these people.
Yeah.
Is there a general theme, or is there something you want to introduce people to for an overland show? Because in the past we've did a show that was like overland / off-road before. What was that? The one in Eastvale.
Oh, Norco?
Norco, yeah.
Eco Crawl?
Yeah. So that was more like off-road, or that was like, I don't know what would you say?
Nobody knows what that was.
Well, it was environmentally friendly because there was eco in it.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
Crawl.
Yeah.
So there was rocks.
There were rocks.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, what is your guys' kind of theme, or what do you guys want to introduce to represent the overlanding community?
I think the word overland kind of says it. It's a little bit different than off-road. I mean, off-road is a lot. It could be racing, it could be rock crawling, it could be just getting over a challenge. I think overland's more about getting out, camping, making it to a destination and seeing beautiful places. I think that's more the genre, that will come together, at this event. And I think too is like we wanted to also not only get the community together, but hopefully teach the community. Like we're offering the driving company came on board, and they're like it's not like I want to say they're like certified by California. They're they do all the big rigs. They train the fire trucks and the fire departments on how to get their trucks unstuck, and so they're having them on board and actually offering classes during the event. That really I think brings some validity on how to do things right. Like I know the first time I took a class, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should have a weighted flag on my winch line so it doesn't kill me. You know what I mean? Like,
and to add to that, we've talked about this before, that there's a faction in the overlanding community of people that have more money than experience, and I'm not dogging on those people in any way. But it's not uncommon for someone to go, look, I just bought my 4Runner. I'm going to max out 14 credit cards, and I'm going to have the tent, the awning, the rack, the winch, the bumper, the whole
all
thing.
The recovery gear,
all
the first aid gear.
All of the dressings, right? Without
I get it.
actually knowing how to use it. And a lot of that comes with experience. And many of us just have the experience of doing it wrong a couple times, and that's how we learn, right? So I'm not saying that everybody, I'm not saying any of us buy a winch and inherently have the gene that tells us how to use it. It's a tool you need to learn how to use.
It is.
And a class like this is a great way to do that.
Some of this stuff is like you need to proactively learn how to use it.
Yes.
It's the practice too, right? Like you can forget like a language. You don't use it. You just, it kind of goes.
I use English every day and I still forget that shit. I still don't I still don't use it correctly.
But I mean, these guys are, extremely knowledgeable. They, just the physics behind it, like the weights, like what gauge of things that you need to have in order to, what kind of winch should you install for the weight of your truck?
Yeah.
That can carry that. What are you planning to do with it? They'll have all that information there and the gear there to learn how to use it. It's, I think they're, amazing group. I think they've been on Mythbusters and stuff too. So it'd be worth looking them up.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I see that you've got a whole itinerary for both days on the website. You talk about the exhibitor show, educational courses, rig show, food trucks. Let's talk more about food trucks.
Yeah.
What kind of food
I like
trucks?
hot dog on a stick.
What kind of food trucks? Yeah, exactly. You know what? We're going to get all that lined up. We haven't gone out. We've been mostly focusing on the community and getting the exhibitors in. The food trucks is kind of coming in at a later stage. We know we're going to have family entertainment as well, because we think that this is a very family oriented community. And so we're going to, have that kind of supplied. We've had some people reach out, for the food trucks and that want to be involved. We just haven't set up the registration for that yet.
Any good pulled pork sandwiches or
Oh, that's a good one.
That sounds so good right now.
There's this guy.
Street tacos, man. I'm all about those
street tacos. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a shop locally called Pio Pico's Tacos, man. And Tammy and I go there for lunch all the time. It is so no, dude. It's authentic. Look.
Why? What makes it authentic?
Would you?
It says it in the name. Authentic tacos.
No. Would you acknowledge that I have some experience? We just had this conversation. I have some experience with Mexican food.
Yes. You do.
Okay. So after 20 years of experience with Mexican food, I know
it's like 80% of the way there.
Yes, and then it's you. We're gonna go there for lunch. You'll see.
I personally made birria street tacos like last week.
Oh.
But I fucked it up.
So somehow we got to get street tacos on. We need to get my Blackstone on the back of my truck.
Oh yeah.
Wrap up the truck and we'll call us a street taco place and we'll be a food vendor.
I'll be your token.
Yeah, there you go.
Be like, no, they're totally authentic. Look, we got Jose. Totally.
We do.
He's not even cooking.
I'm eating them.
Yeah, so we're getting there for sure. To try to line all that up and entertainment as well. We have some bands that are interested, so we definitely want to make it, a good we know what it needs to be entertaining, you know what I mean, as well. And we definitely need to get all that lined up as well. It's a lot of work that goes into it for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, just from the slight glimpses we got from that EcoCross show, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into planning one of these events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that one, so they did it twice, and the first time we were just 10 by 10 booth. The second time, the four of us were MCs for an entire weekend. And I will tell you, at the end of that weekend, we were exhausted from just, look, I can talk,
like 10 hours
and I'm not afraid to talk,
dude.
but being on for 10 hours a day was a lot. It was fun. It was a lot of fun and enjoyable. So, we've got a little bit of experience with that. The mission and the ability to help with chalk, like, is that something you said that you've done some work with them in the past? Like, what's that background there?
With chalk, we've done with my other nonprofit, experience with when I'm helping those golf tournaments. Chalk has been more than once we have given to that that community there, helping out families, and so that's working with them. In the past is kind of what made us the decision to use them again. In the past, we've also kind of changed up who we wanted to help. There's a great cancer center in Irvine as well that we've also helped out. Very smart little center. They do a lot of cancer research there as well. So that's.
And for those that don't know, chalk is.
I was about to say, I'm like those who don't know,
children
may have missed.
Children's Hospital of Orange County. It's a very great organization that's focused on children's healthcare and surgeries, and they have a lot of different levels of care in their facility, from just outpatient care to more critical situations with the children. But it's always can I tell a quick story? I saw this, brought tears to my eyes. It was a little news article.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. So there's a children's hospital, and I don't think it was Orange County. I think it was Children's Hospital LA. And across the street, it was a large high-rise being built. And the superintendent on the job site cut out a full-size Waldo, and he would put it in a different spot every day on the construction site so the kids from the hospital across the street could find it, and then they would send a message and say, okay, we found it, it's up on the 3rd floor, and then he would move it the next day.
That's amazing.
Are you gonna cry right now?
I kind of want to cry right now.
That's amazing.
Right? Isn't really that's like you see the window washers and the superhero costumes and like all of that stuff. That's the kind of like super cool, giving back to the kids type thing. And children.
I love that. Those stories are great. That's such a good story.
And Children's Hospitals of Orange County is a great. Again, I had knee surgery there when I was 13. Like that's I remember being there. And my nurse was in her spare time, she was a swimsuit model. But we can have that conversation completely at 13. It did things to me that I didn't think it should do at 13. Sorry.
Yeah, I know my kids have been there to the emergency facilities before. It just how kind everyone is. Yes. It's just really cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a different level there.
So what, in the background, you're doing all this planning and coordination. What kind of things are still outstanding, and what kind of things do you need from the community? What kind of things can people do to help?
Oh, well, you can also, there's ways to donate to chalk if you can't make it to the event, and participate in it. We do have, you can link to the site and you can actually donate to chalk that way. So that's one thing that we can do. We're trying our best to really just make this a really good first time community event, but it kind of takes a community to put it together as well. Yeah. So the more and more people that can talk about it and share it, and we're trying to do as much as we can. Our little YOLO group probably doesn't have the same reach as some of these other bigger off-road groups, obviously, but the more the community can share, the better we can serve Children's Hospital of Orange County. So I think that's probably the biggest ask, is to try to make this something we can do every year.
Mm-hmm. Do you have an idea of what the capacity of the event is? Is there a top end that you can, we've sold too many tickets?
Yeah, so we're projecting like it's looking good right now. So we're projecting that we're going to get to about 4 to 5,000 people over the length of the weekend.
Okay.
So there's parking inside and there's also parking outside of it for the daily, but the camping as well. In that space, it can fit. I mean, you've seen it.
That's why I was asking.
Shows, right?
It's almost. I mean, it's huge. So I didn't know if they were like, yes, but you can only have this corner of the park, or what.
Yeah, like we're using the west end for the campers that bring their rigs and their groups, but we didn't want to pack it in either with everyone's on top of each other. So we really limited the amount because we really wanted to be an overland experience, like not a packed in, like, hey, I'm bumping into you, just getting out of my rooftop tent. You know what I mean? So we're testing it out this year to see, how many campers we can get over there. When you talk to the facilities, they're probably talking about, 300 to 400. I've seen the VW shows there and they're like all packed in. We're only capping out 150. So to use that very large space and people can be spread out and, be in their groups. Also, there's these large fire rings where people in the community can get together. So it really is a special space.
Any of those spots still available, or are they sold out at this
point?
Oh,
yeah. No, it's not sold out at this point.
Okay.
No. Yeah,
so
we can definitely.
If you guys are interested in joining this event, especially if you're in SoCal and you want to camp, go to Yolo Wheelin, YOLO_Wheelin on Instagram and click on the link tree. Because I did not see it on the website. Is there a link to it on the website? If I go to the website,
if you go, are you on the show website right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
I'm on the YOLOWheelin.com.
Oh, you're on the main deal. Okay, yeah, that's going to change up next week.
Okay.
When we start our digital camp meeting, but if you go to show, you'll see tickets, registrations, all that stuff, and they'll come up with a form, and you can pick what you need. If it's
so how much are tickets?
Tickets are $20 on the day if you just want to come for the day. Camping for the full weekend, you would arrive Friday afternoon on the 17th, and that's $80 for the weekend. We also have RV spots as well that are available that are full hookup. We have about 10 of those, but those are almost filled up, I believe, at this point. And those are, I think, $300 in the weekend. I'd have to look it up.
So, Casey, you can't bring your RV.
Can I bring mine?
Yeah, you can.
You can clamp it.
So my suggestion would be go get those tickets now. And March, for those of you, March.
I forgot. See, it's that weekend's also St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Okay.
So, just so you know.
Green beers all the way around.
Oh man. There's going to be some drunk overlanders with some headlights, some off-road lights on their Crocs walking around. Just crap.
Ooh.
Yeah. Shit-faced. But yeah, go get tickets March 18th and 19th. And I was just going to say, like, March in Orange County, right in that area, is going to be super nice. It's probably going to be just a great, just cool enough in the evening to put a hoodie on before you go to bed, but just shorts and a t-shirt all day long, probably.
Yeah, I would think so. It's a great time of year, fall and the spring.
Yeah,
that space is really nice.
So are you guys just fully head down trying to get this thing going, or do you have other trips planned between now and then?
It's pretty much head down right now. Trying to get this all together. Yeah. On our schedule, we are trying to put together one trip between now and then, but we don't know where we're going yet. So, but we're all itching just to get out and just be out there. So it's what we love to do all the time. So we're just trying to get that together. We're trying to get all four of us this time because it's been a little bit since it has been all four.
Okay.
So we're trying to get that together, and we'll probably I'll share it with you guys. If you guys want to go, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that you join us on a trip we got coming up here in 10 days.
10 days.
Which
I'll
tell you,
so much to do.
I've done exactly zero preparation.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's next week?
Wait, we're going on a trip?
Oh shit.
I have so much to do.
I haven't done anything. We'll talk about that in the next segment. How stupid this is going to be. We shouldn't go. We're just going to cancel. Never mind. We're not going to go.
I'm going.
Where
You can cancel all you want.
Gonna go? Where are you gonna go?
Johnson Valley for the Hammers.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You already talked about that.
Yeah. So that's.
Have you ever been to the Hammers?
Yes.
Okay.
One time is enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got his penicillin shot, and the doctor said, "Don't ever go back."
Yeah. So we were at the Hammers one time, and it was just super crowded. But we ended up offshooting on we kind of just found like a trail. We don't even know if it was really supposed to be traveled on. But if you go to, I think it's the east of the event, there's this really cool, challenging trail to get back to the freeway. And it was, anyway, maybe I'll send you guys a GPX on it because it was really cool.
Please do.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
And we have a ton of trail maps that we can share with you. We'll talk about that offline to get you guys some stuff. Well, look, dude, I love the fact that you're putting this event together to give back to the community and the Children's Hospital of Orange County and what you guys are trying to do. I think it's your story about just a bunch of dudes getting together to go wheeling, and then you made a sticker. Like, that's very consistent with how this started. And I love seeing that. Like, hey, let's do this. I'm gonna make a shirt. Okay, cool.
Hey, this is what we all love to do. Why not?
Yeah.
Share it. Why not do more with it? Yeah, I mean, you don't want to ever regret not trying.
Yeah.
I mean, so now we're in that trying stage for sure.
And I love that you're local. So I am super excited about getting to connect with you and Dutch and the Predator and everybody else. It's what was the other?
Billy.
I just want to meet Dutch and Billy.
Yeah, Dutch and
Billy.
Dan. It's Dan. Yeah, Dan and Jake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, whatever. When we meet them, I'm gonna tell you, guys, if you're listening, when we meet you, Matt and Jose and Casey are gonna go, all right, this is Mark, this is Dutch, and they're gonna pick the other two and go, you're now Billy. And
Dylan.
The other one's Dylan. And like from now on, you're just going to have to wear a name tag that says, call me Dylan. Because I swear to God.
And he's going to get really annoyed because about 47 times within an hour, we're going to be just yelling, Dylan!
I swear the Predator comes up on this show every 4 weeks, and it annoys the shit out of me. But that's what you get for calling your kid Dutch. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I would love to be able to connect and go wheeling with you guys and hang out. You seem like someone that'd be fit right in with our group. And then
I would love to.
For those of you,
thanks for finding us.
That's all Jose. This is all Jose on this one. So please, everybody, go to Yolo_Wheelin with no G and follow them on Instagram, and start interacting with these guys. Help them build up their community so that these events like the Overland Show in Anaheim on March 18th and 19th can grow and give back to the community, and then they can start building their brand and do more good things because you guys know we don't do shit. So we need someone locally to do good things to make up for all the bad things that we do.
Yeah, we'll just ride their coattails.
We're just trying to balance it out at this point. You're like the inoculation.
Negative and positive.
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
you're the inoculation to our shenanigans. You're like a good, wholesome person that's doing good things. We're just assholes.
The light side and the dark side.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call Jose dark. He's not that dark. He's definitely Hispanic, but not as dark. Well, dude, like I said, we kind of chatted before jumping on the air. Like, this is just we're winging it, right? And this is how winging it works out. And I'm really glad it did.
I love it.
We've had a great conversation.
Thank you guys so much.
No, thank you. We will we'll do our best to help get the word out for the show, and then between now and the next couple of days, you and I'll have some offline conversations.
Great, thank you.
All right, man. Anything else before we give you the rest of your night back?
No, I'm good. I'm just really happy to have met you guys.
Yeah,
this.
us
too. I mean, it's really cool.
That'll change.
This experience.
Yeah. Just spend one trip, and you're gonna be like, dude, lose your number.
36 Coors Lights later.
Yes. Just remember mountain balls.
These past few months, this experience, the meeting the people in the community more and more, as we've gone through this and trying to make this event happen. The people that we've met have been amazing.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah, including you guys. So it's really good. Thank you so much.
We'll try not to disappoint. And but thank you so much for coming on for the night, and we will talk to you sometime soon.
Thank you. Later, guys.
See ya.
All right, man, we are going to end it there. And great conversation. Genuinely really enjoyed talking to you, and I'm super excited about this event.
You guys are You guys are a bunch of fun.
I would like to have some offline conversation with you. We're still streaming live, by the way. Between now and tomorrow, usually tomorrow after work, I edit the show and I get it pushed out. So I'll send you some information tomorrow night with the details of all this stuff. And then I'm definitely interested in having a conversation with you about your event coming up.
Cool.
And so you and I can have a sidebar about that. And then a genuine invite if you and your buddies want to join us at Hammers 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Their days are out.
What,
I think I would like to
Thursday
get out
through
there.
Thursday through Sunday, whatever days those happen to be.
Any of those days, yeah.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
we have a
I'd love to
secret
plan that out
entrance.
and get out there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What was that?
I said we have a secret entrance.
Oh yeah. She doesn't let me call it that though.
Yeah, we don't.
She says it's creepy.
We don't stay in Hammertown proper.
No.
We stay outside.
Yeah,
outside
we are the
Thunderdome.
creepers. We're the creepers peeking in the window, watching the shenanigans happen from afar. That's
Yeah, we go almost as far away as
Yeah.
you can from the hammers.
yeah. But
We're still
We're
there.
Hammers adjacent.
There.
yeah. We'll I'll talk to you some more about the details and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Cool.
You have a great night. We'll talk later.
Great. Thank you, guys.
All right, bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. Bye-bye.
All right. You can go ahead and cut out now, and then we're going to stay on for a little bit and do another segment. All right.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Mark.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Good night. See ya.
Hey,
All
do you
right.
have one of these?
Yes. Do you need it right now?
Oh, my keyboard died.
Take 5.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about backdoor.
Just 1 or 2?
One. And Hammers. There's been some developments. I feel like Garth in Wayne's World was just me on the couch. Thank you, sir. I don't know what happened to Casey, but I was telling the stream that I feel like Garth in Wayne's World when Wayne quit the show and it's just him on the couch.
We just watched Wayne's World the other night, by the way.
Oh, I heard you, Jose. I was dying. I was laughing my ass off.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so we have to-
Cody
we have to-
left
we have
and
to
then you
talk
left.
about-
I was like, Wayne?
Tammy and I, like I said, literally watched Wayne's World the other night. That's when I sent you guys that picture of them in Delaware in front of the
Yeah,
green screen.
yeah.
All right.
I tried to get Delaware up. It wouldn't. My computer.
Is that what you call it? 3, 2, 1. All right, we are back, and thanks to Mark for hanging out with us for the night and putting up with our madness.
I call it Delaware, but it literally says Montana on the official things.
Does it? The green
But
screen?
I can't apply it. It won't. You just get my kitchen.
So you said you wanted to talk about what?
Backdoor. Apparently it's closed. The backdoor shootout.
Oh yeah. They shut that down. Well, because
What?
people die.
Yeah, there's no
The Saturday
it's
night
not-
shootout.
It's not happening at Backdoor
Thursday.
anymore. It's not
whatever
happening.
the Thursday night, whatever that the
Look,
shootout.
look, Linda, look it. You go to the Hammers, like I might not make it back from this
For the Backdoor shootout, it's not a Backdoor
at all.
anymore.
Just period.
No,
you go to the
well,
Hammers, and you're like,
yeah,
there's a 50-50 chance I'm not coming home.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. That
they just moved it over to Chocolate Thunder now.
Yeah, no, because it's like it's not just a free for all. It's an actual event where you like win something. Those dudes win. Like,
yeah, it was an actual event, and I'm sure that they shut it down because people
died.
ruined it. Yeah.
No, I think it's because Backdoor's gotten too gnarly.
That's what happens if you don't. Never mind. Never mind.
The Backdoor's gotten so blown out.
Yes.
That there's just no going up it.
Casey, that's juvenile. I don't appreciate it.
Well, you're better than that, Casey.
No, he's not.
Is Tammy right there?
No.
Oh.
And thankfully, she doesn't listen anymore. I'm bummed to lose one more listener because that's
well, now
40%. 40%.
So we're at four downloads a week. Now.
We were in a group chat with the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Snail Trail and Cruising the Camp guys talking about downloads, and Matt made the comment that our download numbers fluctuate based on what our parents are listening to that week. So yeah, that changes. Those of you that noticed, Matt isn't here. He's busy? Question mark. Trying to do stuff? Question mark.
Yeah,
stuff. I was hoping he would join us from where he's at, or at least he was live, but he might be on morphine. I don't know. So hopefully Matt.
That would be the best show ever.
Oh my God, that would be fantastic. So hopefully Matt is feeling better and he's doing okay. We briefly talked about the Hammers trip. I haven't done anything to prepare, and my week next week just got completely slammed, and so
cool.
I basically
have a gigantic list of shit to do this week. Over the course of the next 10 days or whatever.
I am basically gonna have Sunday. I think the way this is gonna play out is if I can't figure it out Sunday, then I'm just rolling the way I'm rolling. That's what it.
Are you? So you're still going out Wednesday night?
I don't know. So potentially the conversation I had with Matt today was that his attendance is now in question. So the original plan was, the original plan was that Matt and I think Marc was going to join us on Wednesday night. So, potentially go out Wednesday, Marc and I. Otherwise,
what about you, Jose? Were you in on Wednesday?
I wasn't, but I'm free now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Or so Wednesday night is a possibility. Nicole's now saying that she's got a half day. Otherwise, it'll be Thursday morning. So we can have a conversation afterwards about how that's gonna play out. Okay. Jose said he's been monitoring the weather.
Yeah, so high of 58, 59, and then low 40s, high 30s.
And the rain and stuff has dropped off, I think.
Which is way better.
I don't know where you guys saw snow at some point,
dude.
But
it was
I looked at it and it definitely did say rain and snow.
Oh, I didn't see any of that. I mean, I've been monitoring it every day, like as the weeks go by, but everything I've seen has just been it was in the low 30s at some point, but now it's high 30s, low 40s for the night.
At one point, whatever weather I checked, for Saturday night was 50% chance of rain and snow.
Yep.
Cool.
That was on AccuWeather, I think.
And I think Friday was like 40%.
Oh, shit.
So,
but last time I checked, it was like under 5% for both those days.
Which is better than what it was. So AccuWeather is now saying.
But 3 years ago it was hot, right? Like we were in like t-shirts.
It was warm, yeah.
It's warm during the day, but then still cold as shit at night.
AccuWeather is still saying Friday the 10th is 48 degrees, low of 35, cloudy with showers, 76% chance of rain.
Dude, I mean,
we're fucked.
Well, I'm not opposed, but Just
You're saying that like that's a bad thing.
like I said,
I think it'll make. I think if it rained, it would make for some really fun times.
It would make wheeling an interesting prospect.
For you rooftop tent people and heater people,
yes,
might be cool,
dude. In that
like I said, do I need
tent,
to bring like fucking 6 splitters for that my heater or what?
In your swag tent, dude, you'll be golden. That thing is good. See, so interesting because the weather channel is saying on Friday the 10th, 62 degrees with 0% chance of rain. Weather,
and they know they're the weather.
The channel. Weather channel. They're like the one channel.
That's all they do.
That's
you
all
have one
they
job.
do.
You have one job.
Let's see. Weather Underground doesn't.
I don't care about what is going to be under the ground.
That doesn't.
I need above ground weather.
I need above ground weather.
That doesn't help. Let's see what it says for February. But the 10th is fucking stupid shit. Weather Underground is saying it's going to be 73 degrees with 0% chance of rain.
Under the ground.
Under the ground.
Let's take an average.
Everybody
of the
knows
three
that it's warmer
sites and,
down there.
So it could be very cold or it could be very hot. Who knows? Either way, I've been considering.
So bring a tank top and a sweater.
I'm still bringing an electric blanket. I was actually shopping for those electric heated vests to wear like under my jacket. Have you seen those that you plug in the power pack? But I don't know that I want to spend the money on that. So
just take Jimmy's on Thursday.
Yeah, just steal Jimmy's.
That's my territory.
Yeah.
I have a very special jacket that I have a very special jacket I'm bringing out that he cannot resist.
Oh. You're going to try to barter with them? Is that what's happening?
You going to try your new cap gun out there?
I might. Maybe there'll be a preview of the jacket prior.
Oh, Mark is saying that Abby's not coming, so there's room in his rooftop tent for you if you wanted to.
Again, people think that like they're sending the invite, but in my head, I was invited. I'm invited to everybody's rooftop tent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He just he finds a spot, he curls up. Yeah. He's like a house cat.
You won't even know I'm there.
You just wake up. You wake up and he's curled up in a ball at your feet.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Snuggling. Yeah, so I don't. Again, I wanted to relocate my chase lights on my truck. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Yeah, me too. I don't have
So I don't know if that's going to happen. But there's a couple of things I want to try to pull off between now and then, and literally my calendar this week and next week is very full, and I don't know that I'll be able to. Which I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll go exactly the way my truck is right now. Throw some stuff in there and go. I just
do a full revamp.
Really?
You wanted to do a full revamp?
I said I'm in the middle of a full revamp.
So you're doing it? Like, what are you going to change up?
There's no going back now. I will unveil it at the Hammers. What
are you unveiling? I did not know this.
I told you. I said I'm working on something and I'll unveil it at the Hammers.
Excuse me. I didn't realize
I have so much shit to fucking do.
Well, it's not like you do shit during the day.
You just fill up tires all day.
Yeah. Don't you just
I end up like this?
Don't you just break TPMS sensors?
Yeah.
Did we tell that story?
It's faster to break them off and put new ones in.
Did we tell that story when it happened?
No, we didn't.
I don't know. So a handful of weeks ago, we did a pre-run to Johnson Valley, and we went from our house up to.
That was before Christmas.
Yeah,
it was more than a handful of weeks ago.
We went up fucking cold. I know that.
We went up to Bear Valley Overland to swap out some tires for Matt on his truck, and Casey was in the middle of doing some other stuff like on Joey D's truck, and so he gave me the 30-second training course on the tire bead breaker thing, and so I just started throwing tires up there and slamming the machine on it, and
center cap removal.
And that's right. And then
and he comes up and he goes with a sensor. He goes, "Is this supposed to be in the tire?"
I put the bead breaker on the stem, essentially the TPMS stem, and snapped it right off in Matt's truck, and I was almost able to get a new one from Corey programmed in the tire before he figured out what I had done. And that was
I think there was another broken one too that we didn't catch.
That was about 20 minutes after I told him that the center cap on his wheel just held on by springs, because that's the way mine is. And I just started smacking it with the back end of a screwdriver, but it was actually screwed in, and I blew it out. I blew out the center cap of his wheels. So the moral is, don't let me work on stuff. Don't let me do that stuff.
I should have delegated better.
Yes. Well, you were trying to do too many things at once, and I wasn't comfortable just sitting there waiting. So and there's two things I'm good at. It's demo and fucking things up. So that's what I do. Anything else? Oh, did you guys happen to see? Where's the? Damn it! I think I closed it out. Oh, there it is. Did you guys happen to see the new Audi off-road concept vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, very short little Instagram story about it.
Okay.
Like it's Audi's version of the Tesla truck.
But it's no. The Tesla truck is hideous compared to this thing.
No, I know, but I mean, it's their version of that.
It's their crossover off-road. It looks to me like a long travel sand car that got Audi treatment to look
Maybe I didn't see that one.
And then so I watched a video on it, and it looks like a hatchback, but the hatch slides up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the back folds down to create a truck bed.
So there's a whole new thing now too, because Porsche just released that 911 Dakar. Have you seen that?
No.
It's a Dakar Rally Porsche 911. It's only $250,000.
Yes, of course it is. But I mean, that's not news, right? I mean, that's
how much? You say 90?
250.
Oh, 250.
That's it.
The Porsche's had a Dakar Rally
heritage. They have a heritage in rally racing.
Yeah.
But 250, bro. Not including dealer markup.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that thing's badass, right? But I feel like that's just
it. So apparently they didn't have to do much to the current 911. Apparently it's that well built. They kind of just re-engineered like the airbox for better sand barrier, right? Like so sand doesn't get in there, and then kind of just like skid plates on the bottom of and then adjustable shocks like air ride.
What model is it modeled after? Like
the 911.
911.
So it's a small little coupe.
It's fast twin turbocharged coupe.
More like a rally car.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am a fan of this new Audi off-road thing.
If they don't do a commercial where Iron Man endorses it,
he's dead.
In Alabama Hills. This is Alabama Hills.
They are missing the boat.
This looks like Alabama Hills right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, overlanding is mainstream. Off-roading is mainstream now because all the car manufacturers have their version of the off-road version now. Dude, the new Colorado ZR2 looks fucking badass.
Oh, really?
Well, it's become such a big thing that they now have to cater to it.
Yeah, it's like
they
a
now
thing now.
have to give people an option. If you don't give someone an option to, even if it's like a good just base model that can be upgraded to go off road, then you're not going to sell that model. Like you have to cater to these people.
I watched a video earlier of the Honda Pilot Trail Sport or whatever.
Stop bringing that shit up, dude.
I'm just saying.
That's
even
not
they're
truck.
getting into it. No, not the Ridgeline, the SUV, the Pilot.
Yeah, but
they're
just
getting
a
into
shitty trim level.
I get it. But it's validating his point. The point is that if you want to sell the Honda Pilot, you have to show that it has off-road chops.
And that's why we meet people like that get stuck out in the middle of nowhere because they think they have all-wheel drive and they can go anywhere.
Well, they probably
Jose out
could
here
if they knew how to
saving
drive.
Teslas.
Yeah, I had to save. I'm saving people. Past 2 trips, I had 2 out of 2. I had to save people.
Well, I think that at Hammers you need to wear tights and a cape. That's like
you mean I was gonna wear that already.
Yeah, this time on the outside. Usually you wear them under your shorts and t-shirt.
I'll bring you some leggings, Jose.
Yes.
No, I got them. Thank you.
Oh,
Casey's got a good lineup on some sexy leggings.
they came in handy after the whole snip.
That's what I meant by your cap gun earlier.
Oh.
I didn't catch it, Jose, but that's good.
Oh my God, I didn't catch it. I still need your guy's number. So as far as the we've got a show next Tuesday, and then depending on
we might have a show that follows.
Yeah.
If we're still alive,
50-50 chance they don't come back, right? But we're not going to file any lawsuits.
No, you signed that waiver with your ticket.
That's something.
My ticket.
Yeah, that's something that came up.
Yeah. So what is the official word on that, dude?
I don't know what the official word is on that. I don't know enough of the details, and I haven't had the chance to look. You would
apparently
think
BLM is going to be out there like stringent.
You would think that someone sitting up in a room with nothing to do could search on their cell phone and find out the information, but that's too much to ask.
He was testing out his cap gun, dude.
I don't.
mean,
so the question
while he's there,
the question came up: should we get tickets, and should we ask people to get tickets?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never bought a King of the Hammers ticket.
Neither.
Oh, actually, that's not true. When we went into Hammertown,
we bought tickets.
Yeah, we had to buy tickets. So I am wrong. Sorry, guys.
But that was to go physically into the vendor area.
Into Hammertown.
But it just seems like this year they're trying to make sure like they have all their bases covered.
They're trying to make sure that everyone that attends the show in any capacity has purchased a ticket. Just to be in the area.
Yeah.
So here's my take on that: is that it's the reasoning is that when you purchase the ticket, there's something that says, I accept the fact that I could die.
Exactly.
And that dumb things are going to happen, but I still want to go. Here's my disclaimer that says I'm not going to sue you should something go wrong.
But if you're just a dad taking his family out there and then you get T-boned by a lifted, Cadillac DeVille or something, whatever's out there, some crazy shit.
And regardless of whether or not you purchase a ticket, if you go out there and something happens, if you go after KOH or whatever, you're an asshole.
Yeah, but no, dude, people don't care what you think about them. People don't care if you think they're an asshole.
But I mean, am I right or?
Yeah, I agree. If you're that dude from last year, if you're drunk, standing in the center of an obstacle course, and you're upset that you got hit by a vehicle, yes, you're an asshole.
You're also stupid.
Yes,
that too. Don't lose your phone this time, Casey.
So why is the
I didn't lose it last year.
Yeah, I said, well, don't lose it this time.
Why is the King of the Hammers?
Why you gotta even put it fucking out there, Jose?
You're
now
right,
I got to
I already fucked it up. He's gonna lose this.
Damn
phone.
it!
Why is the ticket now $100?
Well, how much was it before?
75.
Oh, damn.
No, it's 100. They literally posted.
Prices are going up.
Yeah. Today's the last day for $75. It's $100 after this.
So are we buying tickets or what, dude? Like I don't know. What do I do here? We don't know anyone that can give us a.
Well, but I don't know. We're not going into Hammertown. We're.
Yeah, dude. But how many people are gonna have tickets out that don't go? Like, how are they gonna police that?
They can't. They're just trying to
scare people into buying a ticket.
Yeah, I don't want to use the word scare, but yeah, they're trying to discourage people from going without purchasing a ticket.
But so this is saying it's a general admissions ticket, right? General admittance ticket required for all participants, except for children under 12. Each attendee must complete a waiver before arriving at the lake bed. If you purchase multiple tickets, each person has to create an account and register the ticket. Again, they're trying to cover their butt. Yeah. So again, define participant. That's the thing. Every time I've looked at this,
yeah,
I've not been able to define clearly what a participant is. If we are camping in Cougar Buttes,
observing the race, but even if you're just observing the race, what if you're a mile out and you have a really strong like zoom lens?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is a participant?
Right.
I don't know.
So I don't know. Somebody smarter than me needs to look at that and think about what the plan should be.
Yeah, we'll have to have some offline conversations.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if the chat room has any feedback on their thoughts, but
Any lawyers listening in?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
Look, every one of you in that chat room is smarter than me. So,
where the fuck is Tim?
he was in here earlier.
No, he was not.
He wasn't.
No.
Yeah,
he was right there.
Oh.
I didn't see him at all.
A poop emoji and a rooster emoji.
Oh, he had to poop. He's still pooping.
He's still pooping. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, guys. I don't know what the plan is. We should definitely have some offline conversation about it and figure out what we're going to do between now and the next couple of days, because we don't want to wait any longer than we have to. But for those of you that are attending with us, if you have feedback on that, feel free to shoot me a message and we can collaborate our response. Okay. Anything else? Anything else, guys, you want to talk about before we go?
Next week's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I just a ton of shit to do before the hammers and it can't get here fast enough. It'll be here too fast.
Yep. Already here too fast.
It's gonna come and go. It's like, holy shit, I can't believe Hammer's already passed.
Yep. With my traveling last week and what I got coming up on my schedule this week, I just don't have time. So we're gonna wing it like we usually do.
Cool.
All right. For everyone in the chat room, thanks for hanging out. And Nicole, you have the green light already, I think, for those plans. You don't need... Look, I'm not the boss in this house. You don't need my approval for
I like how she thought that you had to give a green light.
Yes. Tammy will let me know if I've given her the green light. That's... I don't think that I make the plans for it. And if I recall correctly, I think that was already on the books. But everybody in the chat room, thank you for hanging out. Thank you to Marc for joining us from Yolo Wheelin. Seriously, those guys seem like a lot of fun. Please go over to their Instagram account and give them a follow and see.
That's
what
a great
doing.
Park too, man. That's a real.
Yeah, I think I want to go camp there.
Yeah,
it's a great spot, dude.
Yeah, I definitely think it's something we should talk about. For some reason, I feel like there was something on my calendar that weekend. That's why I didn't commit to it. But I guess I could.
You're gonna go watch Wicked
St.
or
Patty's
something?
Day Rager.
St. Patty's Day Rager.
No, he's like, Wicked.
Well, dude, I would go see Wicked again in a heartbeat, dude. It's so... I've seen Wicked 3 times, I think.
But this show is going to be wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome. Hella wicked awesome. Okay, I don't see anything on the calendar. Maybe I'm missing my dates. Yeah, I didn't... for some reason, I thought there was something going on that weekend, but I obviously don't have it
it's
on
just your age, bro.
Dude,
you don't even know what's going on that week. You don't even know what's going on right now, dude.
There is an event that weekend.
Oh, okay.
I knew it.
What's that? What event?
So there's an event called California Overland Adventure, which is taking.
Oh, we talked about that one.
Which is taking place at the Pomona Fairgrounds,
the park next door.
Basically, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah, and I may be committed to that one already through work.
Yeah.
So I got to find out what the plan was with that. But originally that California Overland Adventure show was on the work calendar.
Maybe we should finish this conversation offline.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought that's what that meant. But...
Well, I would. Yeah, but nobody in podcast land saw your little flickery hand movement there. So
no, but you did.
that's why I didn't immediately commit, because it sounds like that show that Marc's putting on is going to be awesome.
Again,
but
maybe it's this discussion we should.
Yeah, so, anyways, everybody in the chat room, thank you, appreciate it, and
thank God for editing.
We will talk to you next week. This isn't getting edited, dude.